Okay, Year 12. Hopefully last lesson some of you managed to do your ink and wash drawing over a double page in your sketchbook. For those who were not in, this is the first thing you have to do in order to develop your ideas for the printmaking project we're about to start. We plan to produce two types of prints, an etching and a lino cut print. So to do this, it's really important that we start off with an ink drawing because it's the best way to replicate the textural marks that you'd wish to put into your print. So as I'm producing this sketch here, I'm really thinking about the marks that I'm making and how they can relate into a print. So trying to use diagonal lines, broken lines, curving lines, scribbling lines, dots, anything that can help replicate the texture, the form and the light. So as you can see here, I'm just focusing in on one area of the landscape design. I'm trying to work as quickly as I can with a pen. Now in your sketchbook, where you'll see in the PowerPoint later, I'd like you to really explore mark making over this triple session and try and experiment with the marks in your sketchbook as well as alongside this drawing. So the first double page should be an ink wash bleach landscape, and then moving on exploration page of mark making, where you can really focus in on areas of your landscape and try and work out how this can be transferred by using what we will be called a wood cutting tool, where you'll be cutting out of the surface of a piece of lino, and the negative areas, which is the white parts of your landscape, that is actually what will make your print. So it's quite hard to plan a print design when you're working in the negative. So as you can see here, I'm working quite quickly and trying to build up the textures. Next, for those who haven't done this task, working with the water, running out the design, picking out the dark tones first of all. I prefer to work with the darker tones first and then use the bleach as a highlighting tool. So you can see there the foreground of the landscape. I just used very rough lines of different lengths and different layers of areas of dark and light. Once you've finished doing all the ink work and the water work, as you can see there, I've just used some sterilising fluid. So if you're working at home, you can use thick bleach or sterilising fluid in order to lift the contrast. So you have to work very, very quickly. When you put this bleach down, it wants to dry quite fast. So you have to move with water at the same time and blend it out for different concentrations of the bleach in areas that you'd like to pull out. So this is the first part of the preparation for your lino, and then the next little page there will be some examples of how you can approach it. So by the end of the triple, I'd like you to have this ink drawing, a double page of mark making.